Welcome to the third week of the course. My name is Muhammad and I will be your instructor for today's presentation. In this week, you will learn about how energy systems operate through what we call the operation layer. Today, we will talk about the controlling entities in the energy system. The learning objectives for today are to identify the different actors in the energy system and to understand their roles and the interaction between them. So when you hear the word actor, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it the stage actor that we see on the top left? Well, that is one type of actor. In general, an actor is someone or an entity that can perform a certain action and can interact with other actors, as well as the environment or the system. An actor can also monitor the system and act based on it. Each actor in this sense has a role and different interests. Here we show a simplified representation of the energy system with different actors. At the generation level, we have generation companies that are actors selling energy. And on the other side, we have consumers as actors who buy energy. In the middle, we have a regulator who is a monitoring actor, and we also have retailers as a mediate actor between generation companies and consumers. There is, however, another set of actors. This set of actors are operating actors. We have the transmission system operator, the TSO, for operating the transmission lines. Sometimes this is divided into two different actors, the transmission operator and the system operator, that function as separate entities for controlling the transmission network. We also have the distribution system operator for operating the distribution network. Each one of these actors has different interests, roles, and actions to perform. We will discuss these in the remaining of the lecture. First, we have generating companies. These companies are interested in selling power and making profits. They can increase or reduce their energy generation at a certain time. And they can also make offers or bids in the energy market. Generation companies have several roles, like ensuring the quality of their supply, follow the generation schedule, and can even help grid stability by increasing or decreasing their generation. In the transmission segment, we can have the system operator that operates the system and the transmission operator that maintains the physical network. Or there is one transmission system operator that performs both tasks. Try to find out what is the case in your country. The interest of the transmission system operator is to satisfy the demand at any given moment and to prevent any possible failure in the network. To ensure its interest, the transmission system operator can change the demand by disconnecting the load or change the supply through contracting with generation companies. It can also control the lines to prevent network failures. The role of the transmission system operator is to ensure the stability of the system, the security of supply, and maintain the network through adequate planning. Just like the transmission system operator, the distribution system operator's interests are to prevent network failure in the distribution of energy, and also to have sufficient supply for the local demand. The distribution system operator monitors the network and can control the distribution lines in order to achieve its interest. This is also done by coordinating with the transmission system operator. In the future, the distribution system operator is expected to have a major role in maintaining the system stability and integrating smart grid technologies. On the consumption side, we have two types of actors, normal consumers and prosumers. Prosumers is a term used for consumers who can produce energy through local generation, like solar panels on the rooftop or small wind turbine in their garden. So they are sometimes producers and sometimes consumers, hence the name prosumers. Normal consumers are only interested in having continuous cheap supply, while prosumers are not only consuming energy, they are also producing energy. Therefore, they are also interested in selling their excess energy generation. Both actors can control their consumption, and a prosumer has an extra ability as it can choose when to sell its energy. The two actors have a similar role in ensuring optimal use of energy. In the energy market, where energy is sold to retailers and large consumers, we have also the market operator. The market operator is interested in having more market participants and increase the trade volume. It operates the market and makes the rules, but it can also sanction or penalize market participants who violate the rules or don't fulfill their agreements. And so, its role is to ensure the enforcement of the rules and smooth operation of the market. Retailers are interested in having more customers and increasing their profit. This happens through contracting and billing. In the future, along with other players like aggregators and service providers, retailers could also play a role in promoting smart technologies to help customers better meeting their demand and therefore keeping the system stable. Finally, we have the regulator. The regulator needs adequate data and cooperation with the different parties to make regulations for achieving policy goals. The regulator can issue new regulations and solve disputes between other actors. The role of the regulator is to enforce the regulations by ensuring open access to the energy networks at fair tariffs. Here we end this lecture with the overall hierarchy of decision making of the energy system. At the top level, we have policymakers who are responsible for making policies for the development of the energy system. Then, the regulator is responsible for translating these policies into actionable regulations for the different actors. All the actors follow the regulations dedicated to them. After the regulator comes the transmission system operator in operating the system. The transmission system operator operates the entire system with close coordination with the distribution system operator and the market operator. At the bottom, we have prosumers, retailers, producers, and consumers who are all part of the network and can participate in the energy market. Although actors like consumers and producers have conflicting interests, as consumers want cheap energy and producers want more profit, they all follow the regulations and market rules.